Man, I don't have my microphone on, so let's do this without the microphone. Why not? If I need it, I'll put it on. If not, I think we'll be all right without it. So, so how's everybody doing? How was everybody's weekend? Did you have a great weekend? Man, I got a little bit of a issue with my eye today, feeling a little bit swollen. But hey, I'm not hungover. That's the main thing. So. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about spirituality and how that's played a role in my sobriety, and maybe you guys can share a little bit about how your spirituality plays a role in your sobriety in your life. It's I like to go out in nature. I like to spend my time reading the Bible, watching one of my favorite pastors. Those are the kinds of things that kind of fill up my soul, fill up my spirit, and help me not just in my excuse me sobriety, but in my life in general. As a drinker, as drinkers, we're consumed with alcohol. That's all we think about. We're morning, noon, and night. We're constantly thinking about alcohol, either in our binge session or we're hungover from drinking. And man, what a tough life that is to live. And just coming out of the weekend, a lot of us were out partying. Last weekend was Memorial Day weekend, but this past weekend was not like a holiday or anything, but it's still the weekend, and the weekends can be tough for a lot of us, especially if we work full time, and we get to the weekend and we're finally at a point where we can just kind of relax, unwind, use alcohol, and use it a lot because we don't have to get up the next day, or we don't have to go to work, or we don't have to deal with all the responsibilities that Monday through Friday carry. And that's what I love about reading the Bible, reading scripture, and just really kind of um, getting in the Word. Because, so what did you guys do this weekend? Did you guys live sober? Did you guys party? Did you um, go out and have a good time, go to the bar, spend time out on the lake? I spent a little bit of time over at my mom's house at a pool, and man, we were there from like noon to 5. We were there all day. So, what did you guys do? Did you guys drink? Did you guys stay sober? Did you guys find it hard to go without alcohol when everybody around you was drinking? Because I find that, man, when people are drinking and you're around that party scene, staying sober is next to impossible. I mean, just saying no, I mean, not easy to do. And if you can get through those occasions without using alcohol, more power to you, because not easy to do. People are going to look at you sideways. They're going to tell you, "Oh, you can't do this. Oh man, why bother? Start your sobriety tomorrow." Peer pressure, you know what I mean? They don't care about our journey, honestly. People are usually wrapped up in their own life, their own drinking, and they're not really worried about what you do. They don't have to, they're not in your body and your skin. They don't care if you having a good time. I mean, I look like, was that a good time? My answer to that is no. I mean, it's pure hell living in that realm, in that drinking realm, where people are just partying, making stupid decisions, saying things that, they wouldn't normally say if they were just sober. So yeah, I was over at my mom's. We were just kind of hanging out, quiet. It's kind of it's not a retirement community, but it's pretty much a lot of retirees, a lot of people over 55, over 60. So we have a pool to ourselves, and man, it's just a blessing to be able to sit by the pool, not be around a bunch of partiers and people drinking and yucking it up, and having these just, party time, party sessions, drinking all day. And man, when we're in the midst of our drinking, it's fun to be out there. It's fun to be out on the lake. It's fun to be around everybody, catch up with everybody, and just drink the day away. But man, you wake up the next day and it's like you mortgaged uh, the next day for to have fun on that day. It's like you just gave up. Um, it's like you gave up one day of fun just to give up the next day. And man, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And it's hard to see that when we're in the midst of our drinking, because yeah, maybe we are hungover and we spent that next day resting. Um, but then we start that cycle over again, either the next day or the next weekend, and we push that off. And so I kind of made this topic about spirituality and how that's played a role in our lives and our either in our sobriety or in our life or both. Um, I hike. I like to hike. I like to go out in nature. I try to get out at least to a new place a couple days a week and take a 2 or 3 mile hike. Kind of think about where I am in my life. As a drinker, man, I was an overthinker. I mean, I don't know if you guys had any issues with overthinking, and ruminating, just thinking about all the doom and gloom and all the shitty things that were happening in our day-to-day lives. And being that I'm 5 years sober now, man, I don't think about that stuff anymore. I don't dwell on all the things that happened yesterday. I people do say and do and say weird stuff all the time, and just saying. The cool thing about today was I came up here to this park, and it's only a mile from my house. I had two people stop and let me through without giving, like rushing through and giving me like stink eye. And what a blessing that is. And those are the kinds of things that I hold on to now. I don't sit and dwell on all the bad things that happen in my day, worry about things that happened at work, worry about things that happened with my family, worry about all the bad decisions I made while I was drinking out on the lake with all my friends. And because, man, even though it seems like we're having a good time out there, the simple fact of the matter is our decisions are catching up with us when we decide to drink all day. And for me, alcohol was like a gateway. I mean, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Uh, I wasn't like a drug user, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past myself to experiment with things if it was around, if I was amongst a group of friends that were drinking all day. And that those kinds of things, they catch up, and I'm not feeding my soul and my spirit the types of things on a daily basis that I need to when I'm in that frame of mind. And I didn't really look at my drinking like it was an addiction all those years that I drank. I was looking at it like it was a habit. I could take it or leave it. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. You know what I mean? And I could do it because it was widely accepted. Our society, I live in the United States. Our society just kind of looks at alcohol like if you don't use it, then you're the outcast. You're the weird one, right? And how backwards is that, man? It just seems so wrong. And the more that I, read the Bible, read scripture, pray, stay in the word, grow in my spirituality, go out and think about and pray on the gratefulness that I have, the things that I'm grateful for, the better off I am. And I'm not sitting there drinking, hungover, buzzed up, uh, dwelling on all the things that I don't have going on in my life, which is easy to do. We're not always in the right uh, frame of mind as to thinking about where we are in our life and what we have in our life. We're a lot of us are focused on what we wish we had, or what we think our life should be, and that was for me that was backwards thinking, because I was always unsatisfied with all my responsibilities. I mean, as I got older and got married and had kids and had a house and had a dog and two dogs now and all these things, it's easy to get bogged down in all those responsibilities and be bitter about it. And all drinking does is really waste that and expound those resentments. So building resentments is a huge thing in this growth and sobriety and spirituality. It's played a vital role for me. It's not like the end all be all to my sobriety. I mean, I had a lot of different discussions with people in my sober group, and over the years, like the first 3 4 years, and some people would say, you don't need to believe in God or be a Christian or uh, read the Bible or any of this stuff to get sober. And honestly, I mean, I don't have any disagreement with that. It wasn't really my faith that that ultimately was the reason I was able to quit drinking, but it what God and Jesus was the reason why I was able to eventually not drink anymore, because God put the tools, the people, and the things in my life that I needed in order to stay sober. Without those tools, there's no way that I would have been able to stay sober. And that's the reason why I formed this channel. It's the reason why I get on my sober group on Facebook every day and check in and make sure everybody is good to go. Talk about whatever people want to talk about in their life, because life, even though we're sober, life goes on. It's not it's not just a simple thing. Life isn't just simple because we quit drinking. It takes effort. It takes time. So I'm here. If you guys want to talk about anything in particular, you're free to talk about whatever you'd like to. I was planning on going for about 15 minutes today. I've got some things I got to go do, but one thing is for certain. I'm going to be um, thinking about the things that I'm grateful for, instead of dwelling on all the and ruminating on all the bad things that are happening in my life. Uh, I'm going to be sitting in prayer for a little while, and just praying and being thankful for the things that I do have in my life. Sobriety being like the number one thing. Um, I value it. I know that it's not always guaranteed that we're going to be able to stay sober. I know that uh, alcohol is insidious. Alcohol in our culture has a way of getting their dirty little fingers into your life, and they try. And I kind of look at that like it's the devil. The devil is always looking to tempt, and if you give an opening to the devil, uh, you're not gonna pass that if you don't have the right spirituality, the right frame of mind, and all those things that go along with feeding our spirit and our soul what it needs to survive and stay sober and thrive in life. So if you stayed here for the duration, thank you so much for being here. I've got a lot of videos. I've got my sobriety group pinned in the comments in each video. My group is called Sobriety in the Storm. It's on Facebook. Feel free to click on the link and join at any time if you need any assistance, any guidance. I'm in the midst of getting certification in Michigan. I'm looking to be a certified recovery mentor, and I'm really hoping to hoping that will help in this journey that I'm on with YouTube and my Facebook group with sobriety and faith and helping people recover from addiction. So thank you everybody for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great sober day, everybody.